Hello, everybody, and welcome to Relatively Gaming. I am joined by my wonderful co-host, Brett Enigma 9011, and a spectacular Fox guest, Justin. Uh, we talk about everything relatively gaming on this podcast. We're having a little bit of a different episode this episode because we are recording ahead of time, so there is no gaming news this week.
Hope
But
everybody
we are
got some
gonna,
good gifts and no coal if celebrating Christmas. If you got
yeah, if you're
coal,
celebrating
turn it
Christmas.
around. Sport. Sorry.
Oh, but no, you were all good. I think we should just jump right in. Like I said, some sensationalism. We're going to talk about three overrated and three underrated games, and we will start with the overrated games. So I guess we'll go across and do one overrated game apiece. I will start off with Skyrim. I think Skyrim is overrated. I think that it is a good game, but it is not up to the quality that a lot of people say. I think it's very shallow. I've been playing the Oblivion remake, or I did play it when I had Game Pass, and that game is so much deeper than Skyrim ever could dream of being. And I just think that the replayability in Skyrim isn't there because every time I replay the game, I get like 10 hours in and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Why don't I just play an RPG that actually has some bite to it? So, yeah, I think
Isn't
Skyrim's a little overrated.
isn't it pronounced Skyrim?
Skyrim? Yeah, I believe so, actually. The
Okay,
Norwegian pronunciation.
Wow, okay, yeah, we are not holding back any punches. We are going to piss off everybody today with this episode.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Christmas time. Let's get everybody mad.
Wow. Okay, damn. I mean, I think I have to disagree, but I'm not like Skyrim heavy. Like, woo, Papa Griff's gonna have some words with you, sir.
you don't have like a full back Skyrim tattoo, do you?
Yeah, you have like the Fus Roda just
Yep.
like on your neck.
Right.
You still have cellophane tape over it. It's fresh.
Just got it yesterday.
Oh man.
So, okay.
What about you, Brett?
Well, hold on. I know we're not debating these, but like, I just have to ask. Like, because
Yeah.
this thing's on everywhere. It's on a fucking toaster. It's on a fridge. I don't know. You can play it everywhere. Like, what was it? You said it didn't have the depth. Was it just a story perspective you didn't like about it?
The story perspective and the options that you have in the game, like you can't really role play as it were, like in some of the dialogue options and some of the options of things that you can do. A lot of the what do you call it?
Do you mean like for an RPG or for a Bethesda game?
For an RPG and also for a Bethesda game. I feel like every iteration of Bethesda game gets more and more watered down. Like by the time they get to Fallout 4, it's basically just a shooter. I also love Fallout 4. I'm not saying Fallout 4 is overrated. I like Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4, but I think Skyrim, it is a good game. It is definitely worth playing one time, but it is not good enough of a game to have, be on every single platform and be re-released, I think.
Well, too bad, son of a bitch, because it's on Switch too.
Yeah, it's coming to Switch too.
Wow.
You're not just mad I didn't have a Southpaw controller layout. This is game breaking.
All right. Well, I guess I'll oh boy, continue that tread. So I wrote down a few ideas, and yeah, I didn't I didn't know if I wanted to go full fire to everything, but it seems we're going that way. So I feel this one is gonna get some flack, and this is more of a personal taste, people. I understand why people like it. My first overrated game is Mass Effect.
Hey now, sir.
Now, I know. Go ahead.
Do you mean the series as a whole or Mass Effect 1?
Number one, yeah.
Well, to both of your maybe surprises, I've only played Mass Effect 1, and I did not like it enough to carry on to Mass Effect 2 or 3, Andromeda. etc.
Have you read up about the lore in general, like post your
I
gaming
know.
experience?
I think I know all of the story. My buddy Jeff Reg, shout out to him. When he was doing Extra Life streams, that was the game that he would play every year. So he was doing like the 1 year was Mass Effect 1, the next year was Mass Effect 2, the following was 3, and then he would continue those streams post the event. So I feel like I've watched a majority of that story play through his streams. So I
Okay.
get how, like I said, this is very. I always mix this up. It's subjective, right? This is very opinion based. I know I am in the wrong minority type thing. Like it just doesn't resonate with me, so that's why I think it's overrated. Because when I played it, I've played Mass Effect 1 twice. First time, I got to the first Mako mission with the fucking car and literally wanted to die. So I quit it then.
Yeah.
And then I did play through it again, fully this time. And I will admit, because I don't like long games, as we've talked about on this podcast, I did streamline it, golden path it, where I was just like, I'm here, I got a mission, I'm not talking to every son of a bitch in the Citadel or every other location that I go to. So I know I'm missing a lot of content. I'm probably missing a lot of character growth with like Rex and Garrus and my girl Talia and all that jazz. But like, yeah, I was just like, it's fine. The shooting's fine. The ammo didn't really matter. So it didn't really, I was like, I don't care what bullets I'm shooting you with as long as you're dying. And
You didn't like that the screen was your reticule?
right.
That is some wild spread on the assault rifle. Like it's insane.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Wasn't for
I
me.
will say, Mass Effect, if you didn't like the first one, I feel like it's like the Witcher series. You just jump in 2. You'll figure out what happened in 1. Just jump into Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is a goated game.
Oh yeah,
It's
Sure.
absolutely incredible.
But TJ,
because
this
they refined a lot of things from the first one, like character movement's not floaty, and it's like snap onto objects for like gameplay, and like I think a really good soundtrack, and felt kind of long, honestly. It had a lot of good DLC that released with it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2 is the way to go. So definitely, if you didn't like the first one, if you think it's overrated, try 2.
all right. I don't know. We'll see. It's a callback to last episode. Granted, this is a different set of scenario, but like, oh, it gets good 8 hours in. Like this, obviously, there's
Mass
no time.
Effect 2. Mass Effect
I
2
hope
starts
someone
with a
puts
bang.
down your autobiography. They're like, this isn't really hitting yet, and you're like, yeah, I give it chapter 6. Like that's when my life I get it together. Like, sorry.
I get it. We talked about this in last episode, but like, I get it. Sometimes, yes, you have to invest, and then it leads to a payoff. But like, for that to be a selling point, once again, I understand this is a different situation because it's a whole separate game. But to be like, oh, it gets good at that point. Oh, you gotta just wait 40 hours and then you'll be fine. It's like, what?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's games I've given up on. I haven't played through. Just didn't hit with me. So
Yeah,
True, but Mass Effect 2 starts with a bang, I will say.
literally.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it literally starts with some
Oh, I
action.
know.
yeah. It's first, like 3, 4, 5 minutes or something like that. It's really good.
Yeah, like I said, not pulling back, not pulling punches. Just wait till the other ones.
What about you, Justin? What did you think is an overrated game, perhaps?
Now it's my turn to try.
Ooh. I think you'll be surprised coming from me, but we'll see what you think. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Wow, he said it. I mean, you're not wrong. I haven't touched it, but I'm like, okay, whatever.
So, I'd argue that the first
Okay.
open world Zelda game was more like Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Admittedly, like, different mechanic where you're like on the ocean instead of land. But Breath of the Wild appealed to a lot of people, and me too, because of the exploration aspect, and it was a very large map for a Zelda game. introduced weapon breaking
Mhm.
that no one asked for, I guess.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, cool! Here's all these quests to like find this weapon, and now you're afraid to ever use it because it will break." I think they even gave you like a house that you can have, and you can like store your weapons, which is where all my cool stuff went. I just like kept it there because I was afraid of breaking it.
Mhm.
Mm,
And I think there was an aspect too where you could recreate a lot of them with a lot of steps that I didn't want to do.
Gotcha.
So I'll say that was Breath of the Wild, but then Tears of the Kingdom did what very few of the Zelda games do. Like it's a direct sequel. So like with Majora's Mask for Ocarina of Time, same link, same timeline, and then this one being the same link and timeline. Um, it did have a larger world because it introduced some sky islands and the
eh,
underworld,
the underworld. Don't forget the underworld.
which was kind of fine. Like it genuinely scared me the first time I went down there.
Hmm.
Um, it's fairly open, which is a con. I was telling this to Jamie earlier, and I feel like Nintendo has a um their shtick is family friendly console, like approachable. Like this will one day end up in a nursing home for people to play. Uh, and but they're also not the most powerful performance machines either.
Mhm.
So I don't know if a lot of their games are like, hey, make sure you implement the fact that this there has to be a lore reason why this world is empty because we can't process it. Like we can't it can't be a bustling city life or like what's going on. So those worlds feel kind of empty to me.
Hmm.
And it felt a little, I don't know, rehashed and lazy to me. Like I know it released much quicker after a Zelda game than historically they do.
Right.
And it kept the weapon breaking in it. Um, the one caveat I will give it that was like I beloved was like their crafting system for like I'm sure it has a name. I can't think of what it is anymore. Like you can like meld two different things together basically, and people create like really wild things in it.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Mhm.
not
fun.
it's not super Zelda to me
Hmm.
to have that, albeit very fun. So like it's not a bad game to me, but I do not think it deserves the hype of a Zelda game. I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't earn it for me. I played it,
Mm.
I beat it, I liked it enough, but um, yeah, nothing's gonna beat Wind Waker for me ever. So
Fair.
Wind Waker is pretty great. And to be fair to your point, as much as I will defend Tears of the Kingdom here, you've played more than me. I haven't beat it, so maybe that speaks to the quality of the game.
Big talk.
But yeah, I do love the melding mechanics, whatever the hell it is called, where the fusing mechanics, I think is what it's called.
yeah, I think it is Fuse. Yeah, you can
I
also get a lot of the costumes from different era games. So like
Oh.
the
yes,
Skyward Sword series, Ocarina of Time series, Majora's Mask series, Dark Link Entity series. So like yeah, you can aesthetically appear those ways. That's
is
kind of a nice nod.
is
But
Wind Waker your favorite Zelda game of all time?
I think so. I mean, I grew up with Ocarina of Time, and I love that game. It's fun, but yeah, Skyward or sorry, not Skyward Sword. Wind Waker is really good. I also really like Twilight Princess,
Yeah, Twilight
darker
Princess.
tone aspect to it, and Skyward Sword's okay. It's fine, but
You didn't like the
yeah,
Wiimote?
doing this to like fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
There have been some puzzles in that game, specifically Skyward Sword, where I've been stuck for a while and forgot that one of the motions you can do with the Wiimote is like a thrust
Okay.
to like insert a key or grab a water droplet off of something. So I don't know. Clever, I suppose. Sure.
well, I've talked about it on the podcast before. My favorite Zelda game is Phantom Hourglass, so perhaps that disqualifies me because it's such a weird game.
I've not really messed around too much with the platform like varieties.
Yeah, you have to use the stylus to move Zelda around and Link around. Sorry. Oh my god, I called Link
How
Zelda.
dare you?
Oh Jesus.
Zordo.
Zordo.
Zelda,
Why
he's my
can't Metroid
favorite.
crawl?
Danky King. Sonic.
Sonic. Oh, well, that is definitely inflammatory. Tears of the Kingdom, but justified. I get your point now that you're talking about it more. It is a little rehash. It is. I did feel a little disappointed where I'm like, oh, the bird people are in the same place that they were last time on the map. Like that was a little disappointing. And like, oh, the Gorons are right where they were. Okay, cool, fantastic. um, my next one, I'm gonna go out of order here actually because well, no, I'll keep it in the order that I wrote it. Never mind. This one's a little more niche, so maybe it won't be inflammatory to the two of you, but it's definitely going to be inflammatory to the internet at large. And
It's
that is
Leisure Suit Larry, isn't it?
Leisure Suit Larry 2. No, I'm kidding. It's Path of Exile 2.
Oh yes, all
Path
right.
of Exile 2 is an ARPG. It's everyone's favorite ARPG. Everyone says it's the best. I like Diablo 4 more. I'm throwing that out there. Maybe I'm a casual noob, but I feel like Path of Exile 2 is more difficult than it has any right to be, in a non-fun and punishing, brutal way. I played it at launch, so maybe it's gotten a little easier now with patches and stuff. But it is just like they wanted to be the Dark Souls of ARPGs so bad, and instead they ended up just making a mess of a game where I've spent 40 hours in the game and I couldn't get out of Act 1, so maybe I'm just a noob. I just
Yeah, sounds like skill issue, honestly.
it might have been a skill issue, but I tried like every class and I looked online and like everyone was having difficulty with this one boss that they just made brutally difficult for like no apparent reason. And it lasts, the thing about the boss fight is it's like 20 minutes in a boss fight. So if you fail, then you have to try again for 20 minutes. You play perfectly for 15 minutes and then you mess up one single thing and he hits you and you're dead and you're like, son of, I don't even want to play this anymore. This is not fun. So it is definitely, I think, overrated, not this ARPG masterpiece that people say that it is.
That was me with the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh, okay.
I feel
Oh,
like
it's just too
getting
hard for
past
you.
the first boss.
Hmm.
But I'm admitting, unlike you, that I was bad at it. So
No, I was also bad at the game. Let me preface this, but it should have been slightly easier. I
does
don't
it
know.
have difficulty settings?
Nope, it's just the game.
Oh.
I prioritize story.
Yeah, they don't have that at all. They don't have the hurt me plenty ultraviolence difficulty settings. What about you, bro? What's your second game that you think's a little bit overrated?
Aye. All right. I want to preface. I've come
Mass
around to.
Effect 2.
Yeah, this is my 1, 2, 3. It's just all the Mass Effects.
Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect
Mass
2.
Effect 2, yeah.
Like most underrated Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, Andromeda kicked his ass.
Oh, the internet's gonna love that.
I would like to preface that I have come around on this game, but for the longest time, this was an overrated game for me. The Last of Us is my next overrated game. Now,
First one?
the first one specifically.
Oh my god, it's such a good game.
I love Last of Us 2. And I think there's a reason, there's definitely a reason why I put The Last of Us in overrated for me. Like I said, I've come around to it. I do enjoy it a lot more. But when I played it the first time, I was late to the party, like a lot of things. So I was playing the PlayStation 4 release. Yeah, because it launched on PS3. So I was playing the PS4 launch. And the communities around me that I followed, everybody was like, The Last of Us is a masterpiece. The Last of Us is amazing. The Last of Us is the best thing since sliced bread. Hype, hype, hype. High talk all the time about this game. So when I finally decided to play it, and I played through the story, and I got to the end of it, when I got there, I was just left with, yeah, that was okay. So it was just everybody talking so highly about it and hyping it up when I finally got to it, there was no possible way it could meet those highest expectations. I do appreciate the ending, what it was, and like the gravity of that situation and the big decision that was made. I mean, I'm talking very vaguely, like not everybody knows about it now, but Joel's choice, I get that. Like, I get that, why that was important and why that resonated with a lot of people. But yeah, when I finally was done with it, I was like, overall, it was a fine experience. Since playing Last of Us Part 2 and me knowing less about that game, I knew the internet hated Abby, which was purely in a physical form for a lot of the critiques that it was getting. So I was like, well, that's stupid, blah, blah, blah. You know, but when I played The Last of Us 2, I did know, once again, why am I being vague? I did know what happened with Joel. So, like, I didn't have that moment to me. Like, I knew that was spoiled. And I was, like, open to that. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to jump into Last of Us 2 with how I felt about Last of Us Part 1.
You played that one closer to its release, right?
No, it was still late because it released 2020 during the pandemic. And I think I played it maybe a year or two after. So it was closer in comparison, but I was still late to it.
They're like, hey guys, you want to play a game about a global pandemic?
Right. Yeah.
Sit at home.
Whoops. So when I did stream that and I did play it, that moment in particular wasn't heavy hitting just because I knew what was going to happen. But then seeing what Ellie went through with her crew, love that. And then what the game does and has you play as Abby, I was like, oh, fuck. By the end of that, I liked Abby way more than I liked Ellie. And I was like, and that game, I'm like, hell yeah, that game kicks ass.
Yeah, it like challenged your perceptions of, like, it's all optics. Like, you are the protagonist, and when it like forced you to fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough too. Like,
yeah,
I think it was a very bold choice, and it paid off to me
for sure.
I was very invested. Some people, I don't know, like I want to allow room for people to be like, it's not my cup of tea. But when they're like, I think that's a poor design choice, I'm like, you're a small baby child. You can't. But
so yeah, I know it's a heated one. Like I said, I've come around to it. But yeah, Last of Us, at least for me, for a time, I was like, yeah, this is overrated.
You didn't like the gameplay in the Last of Us?
It was fine. It didn't feel like anything kind of broke the bank or like brought anything new. It was just a third-person survival shooter. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like I guess I'm just like really in the bag because of my love of Resident Evil 4.
Mm-hmm.
The original, like I'm just in Dead Space. I'm just in the bag for like a horror third-person shooter type thing like that. Anything that's relatively like that, relatively gaming. I'm going to I'm gonna cling on to. So, but I can understand how you'd be underwhelmed if it was overhyped for you. That is the problem sometimes when people overhype things,
right?
Like Skyrim, and then you play it and it doesn't live up to it. So I can see that.
Yeah.
What about you, Justin? What's another overrated game for you?
This one's a tie between Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space. No. This is less for like, this surprises me because it feels like the video game version of a thing I like to do, which is like Lego. So I'm not too crazy about Minecraft.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And that really is like, I don't really think I have a grip or a gripe with what it is. Basically, like, to me, it plays like something that we all hop in. It feels very like lobby.
Sure.
Adjacent, like we're all just kind of doing a thing. I guess there's a story to it, correct? Sort of
loosely.
There's an end game to it where you fight like the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, and that wasn't a launch thing. That was something they added on the way. But yeah, it is something you could technically chase after, but it's not prevalent.
So like, I don't know. I follow the content where people like build extremely impressive things, like cathedrals to scale, and really just watching people's autism take hold.
Mhm.
Like it's an incredible amount of focus on something. But yeah, like I don't know, I played it a few times with some friends, and I think it has an appeal maybe if I was playing with people, but on its own, I don't really enjoy it. Um, which like again, like there's all it's like I think it has really impressive mechanics. What it's like 13 years old or something now, isn't it?
If not
It's
older, yeah.
it's older than that because I remember, and this makes me feel so old every time I think about it. But I played Minecraft in beta when it was in the beta form in high school on my laptop, and I've never touched it since. I've never played Minecraft in its release form. I've only played it in open beta, so I don't know what it's like. But that was enough for me. So I totally understand where you're coming from when you say it's perhaps overrated.
My nephew was playing it, and he is 8 or 9. No, well, either way, it doesn't matter. And he enjoys playing with Legos and is in a couple of like advanced classes in his school for like some robotics things that they're doing now. And all to say, like he's playing Minecraft and showing me how to like create these complex like cog systems to build some sort of like clock he was working on. And I didn't even know you could do that in the game. So I
Mm.
think there's like a lot of subsystems that people can, well, I'm sure by now things have been discovered, but like you can just be very creative with it. So like it's not really a slight on what the game is capable of or who it appeals to, but it's just never really held my attention, I suppose, which is like again surprising to me as well for someone who likes to like the idea of just like here's material and you can build with it. Like I know that I even thought about it in the sense of some like I think it has like a creative mode where you don't have to like gather the resources personally. Same thing with No Man's Sky. Like there's versions of it you don't have to go through all these processes to
Right.
acquire the material. Like you can just kind of I don't know that it's a combination of like that feels cheap to me and but also doing it the other way is boring. So fuck me. So I don't know. Well, I can't be satiated, I suppose.
No, yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah.
that makes sense. It's valid. I mean, when Charlie and I first got into it, like you mentioned, it's that social aspect. We both tried it at the same time. And I remember that first weekend, like we were staying up consistently till like 5 a.m, just playing that. But it was that social aspect of like, all right, I'm gonna build over here, you build over here, and then occasionally we'll run and jump and hop over, and I'll be like, oh shit, you're building something great. I got a square, house or whatever. And then it was that discoverability because we knew nothing. It's like, all right, we want to go down in the caves. All right, how the fuck do we do that? Okay, we got to make torches. All right. And then we're chasing this thing thinking one solution is what we needed when it was totally a different thing and figuring that
I
out.
think it is I think it is the art style too,
Sure.
which I understand it is what it is and
Art style.
honestly, it probably allows the system to like handle processes more simply because it's like a low render.
Sure.
Right. It's
People
just
do people
voxels.
do people do mods for Minecraft and it's like realistic water and the sun and stuff like and it's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But like because you're right, like the exploration aspect of it is also appealing to me. Like here's a place that no one else has been before. Like that seems like that would appeal to me, but um I don't know, just taking my little stubby hand and
Yeah.
punching a brick of dirt didn't appeal to me.
Yeah,
So
that's fair. Yeah, I'm on the same path of you where it is fun with people. When I've played it on my own, it can be fun, but it's like, do I have something I'm trying to accomplish? And I just want to zen out and like listen to a podcast or listen to something else, and I can play that and do that, great. But then I've also hit that wall where I'm like, I don't know, like there's no direction because it's free and it's open. It's like, well, I don't know what I want to do. And you mentioned the creative. You mentioned the creative and the survival. I'm always the survival player where I want to gather the resources. I want that effort to also like, it gives me that feeling of like, I accomplished something. I made this because I worked hard for it. While I appreciate the creative side, that's another whole aspect of like, the world's your oyster. all right, make whatever. I don't know what I want to make. So yeah.
Plus, you're a millennial, so like you're so used to the survival in your everyday life
Exactly.
that you want to continue that into your gaming experience. Why you
Yeah.
should take that?
Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see how Minecraft is could be overrated. I've got an overrated game that might offend some people as well. Maybe even some people in this Discord call
I
here.
hate you.
Red Dead Redemption 2,
Oh,
I think
okay.
is an overrated game. I think while it's technically one of the most impressive games, the snow is very impressive in that game. All
DJ,
the
the
ex-
horse's testicles shrink when it's cold. Someone coded that.
Someone coded that, and you know what? God bless them. But you know what?
I've actually never played 1 or 2 somehow.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
Red Dead
Okay.
Redemption 1 is a incredible game, and I think it's better than Red Dead Redemption 2. Because Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel like leans really heavily in these missions where you cannot tackle anything creatively. You have to do the missions exactly as they are. And if you step outside of the mission for even a second, you will fail the mission. And I don't really like that aspect of it. I like some of the more open
So,
aspects of like GTA Vice City or things like that.
like Far Cry, I think you can like approach things from multiple, angles or how you want to do like an outpost or something. And I'm assuming that's not how you can do it in RDR2.
No, it's not how you can do it at all. Also, there's a lot of like animations that are very impressive technically, but just waste your time. I was thinking about it when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, where you can play Ghost of Tsushima for like 30 minutes and accomplish a lot, either story missions or like tackling outposts or something. But in Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel like the first 30 minutes, like I'm just getting started because I spent 15 minutes in an animation trying to like hunt or do a fishing thing. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is really overrated, and I see it mentioned a lot online where people will be like they'll be mentioning like the best big open world games, and Red Dead Redemption 2 will always be mentioned in that list with like Cyberpunk and Elden Ring and things like that, and I'm like I don't think it lives up to those games at all.
Hmm. Yeah, it's hard to speak on because I've only played a little bit of it. It is something in my backlog. I'm like, damn, I need to get back to. Um, so like a lot of the points that you're making, like it does this, it does that. I can't really defend because I don't have the experience with it. I feel like Red Dead 1 certainly got the ball rolling a lot faster than Red Dead 2 did, at least in terms of that introduction. And I think that's why I jumped off, because I'm like, we're just in the snow. We're in the winter. Just let me go. But what from what I've heard, there's a lot to do in that game. Whether it's the main missions or the side stuff. And there's a lot of discoverability of like just cool not world building, but like the world is alive. Like you could just run into people that are living their lives and you're like, oh shit, what's going on here?
Yeah,
And
like,
stuff like that. So
birds catching fish out of the lake.
yeah.
Like,
So,
all these
kind of
subsystems
thing.
running at once. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from. It's still something I think I want to dive into eventually, but yeah, it is a big undertaking. And then from the animation perspective, I get what you're saying. Like, that happens with a lot of games too, though, of like, oh, God, okay, I've seen this animation how many times? Like, can we just move on? Red Dead 1
Yeah.
had that with, like, skinning the animals. And...
Did you
Oh,
finish?
yeah.
Did you finish it, TJ? The story of the 2?
Of 2? No, I did not, and I feel like most people that I've talked to have not finished Red Dead Redemption 2. They have dropped off of the game, and I think there's a lot of stuff to do in the game and in the world, and I think that distracts you from the main missions, and a lot of people end up giving up because there's too much to do, honestly. So,
I
yeah, I'm not
didn't
sure.
know if it is a cliffhanger and there's supposed to be a third. I have never looked into that.
Well, I know the ending of 2, and technically Red Dead 2 is a prequel to Red Dead 1.
Yeah,
So
it takes place before.
yeah.
Which also, that's another thing I don't like. I like the weapons in Red Dead Redemption 1 more because I like the firearms have progressed a little bit more in Red Dead Redemption 1 because it's a little bit later, whereas you go back earlier and the guns are a little bit more.
Are you the same
predictable.
character?
No, different character.
No,
Different
Arthur
guy.
Morgan in the first one.
So no, Arthur Morgan's in Red Dead 2. In Red Dead Redemption 1, you are John Marston. Wait, hold on. What was the? Yeah, Arthur Morgan, John Marston. Yeah. Sorry,
John Marston.
they're part of the same gang, but that's the only
Okay.
relation.
That's my most inflammatory one, I think, even perhaps more than Skyrim, because I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is held in pretty high regards. Do you have one that might shake the hornet's nest there, Brett?
See, okay, me trying to be prepared. I wrote down a bunch of ideas that just came to mind, so now I'm trying to think of like what is my last one where I'm gonna make a stand. Because there's one personal one where I kind of burned out on. There's one that's similar to Red Dead where it's like it has a lot of fanfare, but I don't know if in the grand scheme of things it's like bringing anything special to the table. And then there's one that's more funny, but also I kind of feel is getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go to that one. Freckleboy09, if you're watching, I apologize. Fortnite is overrated.
Oh!
It's a great game. It's been fun. It is turned into a zoo and encyclopedia of characters and shit that it's lost what
Can
it is.
you imagine doing the licensing?
Oh, I
for
know.
that
It's
game?
insane.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know how they do it.
It makes Masahiro Sakurai's Super Smash Bros.
Mhm.
Look timid
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
comparison.
Now, while it is overrated, it still can be fun, but it certainly has its ebbs and flows. And
Have
this
you even played the new season?
I
Brett?
have, and it has been a struggle. Like, I like the HUD redesign that they did. I like the visual overhaul that they've done, but this is something I appreciate Epic and Fortnite for doing, that they try and have like this story going on from season to season and the big events. That's appreciated. I think it's cool. So I get the story progression aspect of the bus driver. You're not jumping from the bus anymore. So he's gone. But now you surf in around the island and then you launch. You don't go far.
No, you don't.
And there's a
So
lot.
the circle, because before the circle would be like anywhere on the island, kind of. It would go, but now it seems like probably more. It's almost always towards the center, right?
In the time, I haven't been too observant, but I haven't felt like it's always in the same spot or like a central location. Maybe it is.
Because like before it was random, like you pick where you land, and maybe you're gonna be where the circle ends up.
Yeah.
And other times you have to really trek it because you have to get across the map to where it is. Whereas now, if you're all starting from the outskirts. Can you imagine, like, if you are on the outskirts but someone, like, I don't know, I don't want to spend the whole game getting across the island.
Sure.
Like, traversal shouldn't be what I'm doing the whole time, like,
Right.
and barely stopping and getting anything. Like, I don't know. I'm a very, like, serial look through every single chest, even if all my weapons are gold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I have to look. I
Sure.
have everything I need, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. It doesn't give you a lot of time to do that if you're having to. Now, that being said, like they have a couple, like obviously there's vehicles, there's wingsuits in this new one. So there's some, and there's like hot air balloons that kind of maybe, I don't know if they're faster though.
Sure.
But no, the surfing thing is weird to me too. Like,
Yeah, and I think
the com-
they've gotten a lot of fan backlash about it because I know during one of my sessions there was like an hour of time where the bus was back and I was jumping from the bus in the main battle royale mode, and then we went to surfing in the next hour. So I don't know if it's just they're alternating it or if the story progression, the bus driver's back. I don't know.
I think Blitz has the bus driver still.
Okay, well, I'm not one, and that's another reason I think it's overrated. There's too many game modes, and I get it, like the creative suite, but you go on there, and holy crap, sorry, Roblox, there's fucking Fortnite everything in there. Just people creating game modes left, right, and center, and it's a lot of trash. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of trash to dive through to find the good stuff. It's, man, it is a cesspool of just,
Brett's like, don't give the tools for creativity to everybody.
no, that's
Yeah.
fine. It's just like to see it plastered everywhere of like, there's this bubble, just like and then you get all the people and the creators just making levels for XP. Oh, run through this thing and you get 1,000,000 XP. I'm like, why is that fun? To me, at least, and granted, this is a me thing, so like, doesn't speak to everybody. If I play a game, and like in the early seasons of Fortnite, the Battle Pass was worth it because there was cool things you could unlock. I feel like it's getting less and less worth it, but you work to unlock things, so you feel rewarded for what you are doing in the game. If you're doing these levels where it's just, oh, I got my Battle Pass done, lickety split, just like that, why? I don't, it's just, to me, that seems like you're taking away your own fun, but everybody's allowed to play how they want to play. And I feel that's a good point for Fortnite with the flexibility of game modes, whether it's normal, whether it's blitz, whether it's team rumble, just respawn, whether it is the creative levels. I do appreciate what it offers players. I feel like it's just getting too saturated, too over bloated, all this other stuff. Not to be like, ooh, Fortnite used to be pure, no, but like, it's just gotten to that point. I'm just like, oh my God, what is going on in this? So I'm happy they've had the success they've had. I would love Epic to do something else, but they're making hand over fist money, either A, with this game, B, Unreal Engine and the developer side of things, and then, I'm sure Rocket League is still obviously doing very well, so they're making some money off of that.
I think so. There's gripes online about like, oh, the quality has gone down since they acquired him and blah blah blah. I don't personally see. I don't know. I guess I'm not competitive enough to care.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. I'm not at that.
There probably
high level
are
of Rocket
niche
League.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. To me, it's just like,
people are still telling me to get better.
yeah, just like, all right,
whatever. Like, nothing's changed. They're like, stop playing tournaments, go back to casual, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I just play the hockey mode where it's the puck.
Oh,
I
yeah.
that one. That one's easier because it slides on the walls. So.
Drop shot's fun too. In Rocket League.
Is that the basketball one?
No, that's hoops. Drop shot is like.
Is that the items?
Not the point of what we're talking about. So
it's fine.
Hey, it's relatively gaming. We go off on tangents. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like 3v3. You're in a really big arena, and it's split down the middle. And like, if you touch the ball once, it like, it's kind of like a hot potato.
Okay.
In a way, you're like trying to. You do want it to hit the ground on their side, and if you've hit it like once, then it'll like hit a certain grid of area that's like marked for like, the floor. Your point is you're trying to get the floor to erode away.
Yeah.
Your car will always drive over any spot.
Oh, okay.
But the ball can go through if it's like pinged enough times in a certain area.
Okay.
So if you and your team has like hit it twice or 3 times, the area that it hits will be even larger.
Mm-hmm.
And then it resets, I believe, if you score. So it's not typically a very high scoring game. It's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 or so at the most. But it's a lot of, I think you can have a lot of fun with, it's a good way for you to like practice like air dribble or like aerial movements, because the whole point of it is to keep the ball from hitting the ground on your side, but you do want it to hit the ground on the other side. So like precision kind of handling and stuff. So I do like that one. Mm-hmm. And the game mode goes back and forth between being casual or ranked.
Oh,
okay.
Ugh.
And no one's really been mean to me in there either, so that goes a long way.
Yeah. That does sound interesting, though. That sounds fun. I think the next time I fire up Rocket League, which will be, God knows when, but when I do that, I think I'll try that game mode out. Which goes back to Fortnite. I don't really have input because I haven't really played Fortnite very much. So
I played it when it first came out with some friends, and I thought it was good, like interesting. I don't think I really played it much after that, but it was like a fun time.
Mm.
And then years went by before I touched it again. and that they they change the maps to like have
Sure.
some variability and weapons and I don't know.
It could just be also me just being like, oh my god, it's been around 10 years. Like the longevity factor of these live service games.
Yeah.
I don't think it was last year, but the year before maybe. Jamie's dad and Anne were down here,
Mm-hmm.
and you were streaming for Extra Life, Fortnite,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I either wasn't playing yet or something. I don't know.
We had a lot of tech issues that year.
Yes, but I remember sitting here and like we were all doing something like making food or whatever, but he was sitting here with Anne watching the TV, and like he had donated some money, so he's like, I want to watch Brett's thing. Like, all right, but I'm also just like, this man is in his 60s. And on the television screen, Venom,
Yep.
and like a Power Ranger are like shooting, at a castle that someone has built, and like his mind can't comprehend what's happening. He's having a slow stroke. Basically, he's like, what has the world become?
Sure.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know. That was a fun thought for me to have. Like, just like looking at him watching this. But to his credit, he was just being supportive.
Sure.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think not to go off on another tangent, but the reason that esports are hard to follow for people who don't know the game themselves is because there's no point of focus. In like a sport, you follow the ball. You know what I mean? Like there's the one point of focus where everything revolves around, but in Fortnite, there's like several points of focus where you could be looking at any time, and it's kind of hard to determine what you should actually be looking at or seeing.
Yeah.
Well, Jamie's mom's watched me play Rocket League, and she's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I think it's pretty easy to follow. There's RC cars playing soccer." Like,
Yeah, it's soccer with cars. Yeah.
I just try to get it in. It's just replace people with small vehicles, and like it's pretty much it. Like,
Sure.
Yeah,
I think it's easy to follow.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Could be that
But yeah,
perspective
Fortnite
too.
definitely I'm gonna say it's overrated too. Yeah, I just haven't played it that much, so I can't really say that with my full chest, but I feel it in my heart. What do you think's your last overrated game, Justin?
Oh, it's so easy, and it's like it's not a no. I don't think a single one of you is going to disagree with it. I get why it's a franchise still for people who care about it in general, because and I could say one specific game, but it really encompasses like it's the Madden, it's the FIFA, it's the NBA 2K, it's the like it's just here and there they'll introduce some new mechanics. It's a lot of like user interface changes or just new career builder mode, or you're the coach and you watch your teammates work out or something. I don't know, but it's mostly a changing roster.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my brother going into his room once and like recently, kind of, and on his bookshelf or whatever he's got games. I can just like look and see like Madden 2012, Madden 2013, Madden 2015, 17, 18. I'm like, those are the games that end up at GameStop in the bargain bin
For
because
a wooden nickel. Yeah.
most people aren't like, I really miss the roster of the San Diego Chargers that year, and I wish to relive that. Like, I don't. It's a really niche thing, and I'm like, there's no replayability with them really. But that's a very specific animal of a person who likes that. Like, it's just not me ever. Like, I do remember playing Madden with my brother-in-law, and the score was 100-7, and the 7 was because he let me score on a touchdown, like a touchdown return from a kickoff, because he like forced all of the players to dive.
Wow.
I grew up like I remember playing like NFL 2K like on the Dreamcast and having fun with that a little bit. NFL Blitz, which is not taking itself seriously whatsoever. Like, it's just
Great game.
WWE with a football.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like some sports games, like in the very loose, like Super Mario Strikers, or we played that hockey game with you,
Yeah.
Brett.
Yep, Super
It was
Blood
like a
Hockey.
lot of fun. Like it doesn't mean like simply because it's sports centric means I automatically dislike it, but those other ones don't bring anything particularly like refreshing to the industry every year. Like
Right.
it's almost like I feel bad for the developers. I don't know how much of their heart is in it.
Right.
Kind of in the Call of Duty realm. Like there's a gun on you. You're like, well, it has to come out this year. Sorry, guys. Like,
Yeah, and I
but
think
that's it. That's my last that's my last one. Pretty easy.
yeah, I think those games have really become, we've talked about it as well, they've become this kind of live service, like card based situations where you want to like get the characters, the players in card packs so you can play with them online. I know like the basketball game is like that and FIFA is like that. I don't know if Madden has fully switched over to the card because there's too many freaking players on a football team at the same time.
Is it
But
like the amiibos of?
it's not
kind of,
it's not physical, but it's digital card packs. So it is microtransactions that you can do in the games, or you earn in-game
gambling.
currency. So like soccer's a big one with the what do they call it? Pro League? I don't remember. But yeah, NBA, you were saying, TJ, that was a big one. WWE's got it. Hey.
Yeah, it's like you can't just go online and play LeBron James or Steph Curry against someone. Like you have to pick the packs over and over again until you get LeBron
You
James
have
on
to
your team.
earn LeBron.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can for that mode. No, you can just play.
So Brett,
Right, for that mode. Right, exactly. For
Are
that
there
mode.
yearly installments of WWE?
So yeah, this was what I was going to bring up on your point. So because
And
NBA,
how do you feel about those?
right? So to quickly tangent over the NBA side of things, because I was one of those people who was getting the basketball games. I think 2K11 was my first one, and then I got it for like 4 or 5 years. But then I reached a point, like you were saying, of like, yeah, it's the same thing every year. You know, the story mode is fun with the create a player type thing. It got really convoluted where it had to be online all the time. And I was like, that's annoying. The My Team was fun, which was the card collecting thing. But yeah, I kind of burned out with those. So then WWE has been yearly for, oh boy, many, many years. It was under one developer for a while. And then the rights changed and went to a new dev. So at least with that, it was like, oh, a new developer has it. This is really exciting. So 2K got the rights to it. So when 2K 14, 15, I don't remember what their first year was. But that was exciting because new people had hands onto it. From that point, being a huge wrestling fan, yes, I am one of those people. It's like, all right, new year, wrestling game, you know, it's kind of automatic at this point. When we got to 2K20, they shit the bed so hard in that game. Now, from a personal standpoint, I never had issues with it, but there were so many bugs, like game-breaking stuff that players were experiencing, that they skipped a year. They didn't make a game. That brought a lot to the table of like new ideas, cool innovations that they made. That I thought brought back the spark to these games. So I think that's something that would help, honestly, these titles kind of get more excitement about them.
Not being yearly installments.
Exactly. Even if it was every other year. Like, look what happened with even Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed became a yearly thing.
Do you want different developers to make it like Call of Duty did? Wasn't that flip-flopping between 2 different people?
3 studios. They had a rotation.
Now.
Yeah, because Activision fucking bought everybody. Yeah, so you have Infinity Ward was your Modern Warfare.
That's right.
You had who makes Black Ops?
Activision make one?
Well, Activision's the big umbrella, and then there's ones
the
under
publisher. Yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't
Treyarch?
remember. Yes,
Treyarch.
Thank you. Treyarch does Black Ops.
Am I thinking of Tony Hawk?
No, you're good. Activision also does Tony Hawk. Yeah. So,
yeah, okay.
And then they had a third one, which I'm blanking on. But then those would rotate. So they had technically 3 years to make their title. It's changed since. Like they just had back-to-back Black Ops releases in the past 2 years. So I don't know if that really helps because, I mean, Call of Duty's Call of Duty. What are you going to change? It's just your setting, essentially. I mean, you could play Advanced Warfare and you could play Black Ops 7. Are they really that different?
They were in space at one point, right?
Yes, that was Advanced Warfare, I'm pretty sure.
Am I talking about Call of Duty? Am I talking about Fast and Furious?
Sure. It's about family. It's about guns. Who knows? But what Assassin's Creed was doing, they got to their yearly releases and they took a break, and then they came out with, it wasn't Odyssey. Odyssey was the second one, but I think it was Origins, and like people loved those since they took that little break. So I think a lot of them could benefit from taking a break now and then, but at least with sports, it's a licensing agreement. So I don't know if it's more of a push on the sports entity of like, hey, we need a new one instead of doing the new roster update, take a break and then go from there. So there's been times, certainly even now, where like the wrestling games, to circle back, where it's like, do I want to invest in the next one? Then my dumbass does, because, you know, it's fun. It's something my dad and I do play a lot together. Last episode or 2 episodes ago, I did my PlayStation Wrapped and put 300 hours into this year's WWE game. Most of that is my dad and I playing together. So like,
and the thing with WWE specifically, because like I know a basketball court isn't. I mean, let's see. Football field is the biggest. Basketball court's a little bigger. A WWE ring is not a lot of gameplay square feet.
Sure, like, but you could go outside the ring. You could go backstage. You could do this.
Whoa.
Like, we're not. Yeah, like I don't get it for playing the matches. I get it for a lot of the simulation aspect of like the general manager mode and stuff you were talking about before. But yeah.
Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Do you watch a lot of WWE throughout the year?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I think that plays a big part of it.
Oh, for sure.
I watch like 80 to 90 NHL hockey games a year. And so I am not above playing the NHL games and being a filthy little slut for those card packs where I'm going to pour my money into them to try and get, you know, Alexander Ovechkin, or I don't know why I said Ovechkin out of everybody, but just trying to get, you know, the player that I want. I'm definitely not above that. The only reason I'm not doing that is because my only gaming platform is PC, and it's not on PC. But if it was, you bet your sweet ass I'd be in there spending $100 trying to get the players I want.
Oh, if you had a bonus coming up, maybe you could do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah, that certainly is a factor. Being such a big fan of it and watching it all the time, yes, that is like I don't feel like I'm often wasting my money with them. There's sometimes, you know, it could be better. Like circling back once again to NBA, like I want to get, there's years I'm like, I miss playing that game because it was fun to get on the court and, you know, do the my player thing. But it's weird, through PlayStation Plus, there's a few years where they've put like the free game. Granted, it's late, you know, but like I technically have, I think like 23 and like 21, but for some reason I haven't jumped back into it, and I don't know why. Even though it's free and it's just sitting in the library.
Your body is a machine that turns free games into unplayed games.
Yep. Oh, another thing for the library. Woo!
That's the Steam formula. I turned 60% off into 0 minutes played.
Yep.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna check right now. I have precisely. Why won't it tell me? Oh, I have exactly. Oh my god! As of recently, I have exactly 200 games on Steam. There's no way I've played 200 games. I've probably played like 80 of them. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's like to both of y'all's credit, like you said WWE, you said NHL. I don't follow sports at all.
Gotcha.
So I don't have like a I want to be included like aspect to it. Like, so yeah, it doesn't grab me. I mean, I don't know. I guess sometimes I see it. I guess almost to my point of like with Rocket League, like I'm a, what do you call that? I don't know if it's just a bad Christian who like goes to mass once a year, but like I only watch soccer really at the World Cup.
Oh yeah, you're a cafeteria Catholic, but
so like soccer appeals to me here and there. And then everyone knows my deep love for RC cars. I'm kidding, that's not a thing I have, but I mean, I do like racing games or driving. So like, I haven't played it in a minute. I was a really big like Gran Turismo fiend for a minute, especially two back on play PS1. I think honestly,
Right.
maybe I think it was.
Right.
And then over the years, I played like dabbled a little bit in some of them, and I have seven, and I've played it a little bit, but I don't know. It's almost too simulation for me to like. I'm not even. It's just not my cup of tea. It doesn't even mean it's bad, but it's just I'm not in there adjusting gear ratios and the counterweights of my like carbon drive shaft underneath my vehicle, shaving off second time. This is not the dog I have in me, but that's about the only like sports aspect game I'll play is Gran Turismo, I guess. Actually, now that I think about it, so.
Well,
But I
those
think,
were
yeah, that's all I have for my overrated.
yeah, those were our overrated games. Let's go to our underrated games, which I think will be less inflammatory. Sound off in the comments below if you if any of these made you angry, or if you disagree or agree. Perhaps maybe you also don't like Skyrim. I'll start off with underrated games. Brett, you'll agree with me on this one. First one I got is Midnight Suns.
Hey.
Made by Firaxis, who made XCOM and Civilization. Midnight Suns, for some reason, is not as big as either of those games, even though it has Marvel superheroes in it. It is a fantastic game. It is. I've put over 100 hours into it, and just thinking about it recently, I want to replay it. I wish it was less buggy on PC, but there you have it. I think it's very stable on PlayStation and things. But Midnight Suns is such an incredible game. The card battling aspects, the social aspects of it, which reminds me of Fire Emblem Three Houses or Persona. It's just really good. You can read a book with Tony Stark. What do you want from me? It's cool. It's a
The
great game.
fireside chat.
Yeah, it's really you can like hang out with You get a book club where you start a book club with Blade and Captain
TJ,
Marvel.
don't act like the book club is your favorite social activity. We all know it's going to the pool, hanging out with the hotties. You
He's
know?
like underrated, dead or alive volleyball.
Hell yeah, dude!
To be fair, you can take Magic or Nico and put them in bathing suits and hang out in the
Everyone,
pool.
let's be inclusive. Everyone can be in their bathing suit, not just the ladies.
But mostly Nico and Magic. At least in my game, I don't know what you're playing, but that's happening.
I'm just letting it know, like we're not like, oh, only the women do it, yeah.
I've got mods.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also put Captain America in some trunks. Okay, so there you go, if you want to. And Wolverine, very hairy. I don't like that. But yeah, definitely underrated. The card battling system is absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it, and I wish I could just play more and more of that game.
Mm-hmm.
What about yourself, Brett?
Number one for me, and I know this was hyped for a while, I think this game just deserves more credit for what it achieves in terms of a visual standpoint and like how you feel playing it when you really get locked in. It's a game called Sifu.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Sifu kicks ass, literally. So for those of you guys who don't know what Sifu is, I believe it's from Slow Clap. I'll have to look it up. But it is a roguelike fighting game.
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, yes. So you're a young gentleman who's trying to get revenge for his master, who was, from the baddies, and you're chasing them down. You're going through these levels using your kung fu abilities and fighting off the baddies, eventually getting to the end of the level where you kind of fight off members of the gang who got rid of your master, leading to the big bad. But the gimmick of this is every time you die, you age. And when you age, you kind of get certain things are buffed, like your experience in fighting, but there's other debuffs, like maybe your health is less. And you have to try and get through this in one full cycle. So every time you die, your age like goes up a certain amount. I don't remember the increments, but like I said, this game was really impressive in terms of like the combat and the animations. It is a difficult game. Do not get me wrong. Like, you're going to get punched, you're going to get punished, but when you learn what to do, and for lack of a better term, you get in this flow state with combat, you feel amazing. You can interact with different objects in the maps too, whether it's bottles or chairs or like the wall, and use it as well in your combat. There's weapons that you can eventually pick up depending on paths you go, which that's another thing too, is there's multiple paths, so you can see different interactions and whatnot. But yeah, Sifu, I think it was 2 years ago at this point. I think it was a strong contender for my game of the year that year. A lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, Slow Clap is the team who made it. Just want to give them their flowers.
Slow Clap.
If you guys are familiar with Rematch, which released this year, which is a soccer game, it's the same devs who made that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's why the art style was kind of similar, actually.
Yep.
What about you, Justin? You got an underrated game for us?
Yeah. I think it was on Xbox Game Pass. I don't know, because I don't have an Xbox. I feel like I just read this recently. So it's like backwards compatible. But it released on PC originally, and then released on the original Xbox as well, like in 2000 or 2003. Crimson Skies: High Road to Revenge.
Never heard of it.
It's a fighter like pilot game.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like an alternative 1930s timeline where air travel is like the standard, and there's like pirates, air pirates, and blimps.
Oh wow.
A short story, but it was enjoyable. But it had an excellent Xbox Live Service aspect to it, where you could like play online with people, and like different planes have different abilities, like maneuverability or tanks or speed. And I don't know, like there's games now like that, like what is it? Like Rogue Squadron came out, and then there's like Squadrons now, I believe, is a pretty high difficulty curve. Honestly, I think I played it once. It was quite difficult. But this was, I feel like it was pretty approachable. Like I think it was 16 player, and you had like 4-player local co-op for it. But I do remember playing it with some friends at a sleepover once and having like an absolute blast of it. So surely like a hint of nostalgia there as well. But I think it was had very good controls. I don't know. I can't remember about the soundtrack, if it was really interesting or not. I think it wasn't, if I can't remember. There's a ton of fun with it. Like I'm sure like graphically it hasn't aged well now, even with like a boost from more modern console. But yeah, I had a ton of fun playing that. I was actually just thinking about it like a few weeks ago, about missing the old days of like online play, basically in general. I don't know, but and I don't remember it being particularly toxic. No one was teabagging my plane in the sky when I lost. So like that was always nice. Yeah. So yeah.
That sounds really cool. You had me at Sky Pirates, so yeah, that sounds dope as hell. I'm gonna go for one that's maybe you haven't heard of as well, which is Gunfire Reborn. It is a roguelike game that plays like Borderlands. It's very fun. You can play as a little cat, which I play as often, and the cat has Maya's ability from Borderlands 2, where you can like hold up people with a little bubble. So I really love that game. It's really fun. The roguelike aspects are incredible. I don't know. It's just the shooting feels really good. All the special abilities are really fun. It's just a really fun time all around. Can't recommend it enough, honestly. Great game.
Cool.
What about yourself, Brett?
This one's a more recent title. Well, I guess all of these are recent titles, but I want to give a shout out to a game by Arcane Studios, Deathloop. Had an amazing time with Deathloop and its story. Deathloop, another roguelike, I guess, or at least, die, repeat. But you were essentially trying to take out a group of assassins, and trying to escape this island for whatever reason just keeps looping time. You live the same day over and over again. I believe the main character's name is Cole. I could be wrong. But his interactions with everybody and what's happening in the world, he's got a great personality to him that just makes interactions very funny. And just the puzzle solving aspect of it, of like, okay, there's this amount of group of people in this section in the morning, there's this many people here at night, there's this many people here in the afternoon, and you have to kind of devise where you're going to go, what location, how you're going to take out all of these people in that 24 hours so you can then leave and hopefully get back to normalcy. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of creativity to it of how you could deal with enemies, get rid of them, get rid of the main antagonist that you were interacting with. But then as you're doing that, learning different weaknesses or the timing of like, oh, they're actually going to be in the same place. You learn these things as you're trying to attempt these assassinations as you're going. So that was fun. And then one small aspect of it, if you decided to, you could play this game online. Doesn't change anything for you except for the fact that players can invade your runs. So someone can play as one of the antagonists, and it's essentially assassin versus assassin. They'll try and hunt you down, and you'll have to defend yourself and take them out before they kind of fuck with your game. It only happens once per run, so like if you get rid of that other player in that sequence, you're not going to constantly get bombarded by them or a new player. It's just every loop you have that opportunity to do it. But like I said, it's completely optional to you. It's not anything you're forced into, which I appreciate. But that was a nice little twist on it to have that human PvP element to it, as well as the PvE that you were going through. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I just wish the game did better. Like, it did well. I just wish more people talked about it.
Yeah, I played Deathloop.
Would you call it a commercial success, or would they call it a commercial success?
I think so. Hello, Kitty. I think so.
Cat.
Oh, Frank. No one's trying to see that PG-13 ass.
What do you mean? Let's see.
There we go.
Okay, well, let's see. This is the overview. Deathloop achieved massive critical acclaim and reached over 5 million players in February 2023. Its initial commercial performance was considered moderate rather than a massive hit, despite being a top seller in September 2021. Okay. Its sales were initially mixed, likely influenced by its status as a timed PlayStation exclusive and unique genre-bending gameplay. So, yeah.
Yeah. I played it a little bit. I wish I had played it more. I didn't know that there's the PvP aspect to it. That sounds kind of like Elden Ring or like a
Yes.
Dark Souls style thing where it's mostly PvE, but sometimes a player can come in and gank you.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. I like that aspect of it. I didn't realize I was in the game. I definitely should give it another shot, especially since you're shouting it out now. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I did enjoy my short time with it. I should probably try and finish it.
Justin, did you play it?
No, I know of it.
Oh, okay.
But that's pretty much it. Like,
Gotcha.
I don't know a damn thing about the story or gameplay about it, other than remember hearing about it being released.
Gotcha.
Nope.
Cool.
Yeah, what's an underrated game for you, Justin?
Another kind of slightly nostalgic factor for it, and it's a sequel to another game. There was 3 in the franchise. Amped 2 on the Xbox. It was a snowboarding game.
Okay.
I found it like I believe I played Tony Hawk before that, and maybe even there was a brief like time where there was like BMX games on the like
Matt
Dave Mira or Matt Hoffman, yeah, exactly, and had like course builders and whatever. But with Amp 2, like I think it just did. The very first one had the same control mechanics that I really liked, and just more refined, where you're left control stick was your character movement, and your right one was how you grabbed your board. Tricks. And I think maybe some combination of like some buttons here and there, like for grinding or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure if this is the actual term that they use in the snowboarding world, but in the same way that you can do like a manual to link tricks and reverts in Tony Hawk, you could do what was called like butter because they're so cool. Uh, uh, in in this game mode or in this game as well to like link your tricks together. They use real world locations like in mountains for like I feel like that was kind of a big thing at one point where companies were like doing mapping for real locations and putting them into games. So like Gran Turismo is famous for that too. Like they put in real world tracks. Um, had a really good soundtrack, very punk, indie, emo kind of soundtrack to it. Like I remember having like I honestly still listen to a lot of the music from that game.
Yeah.
A lot of character customization. You could make your person look like what you wanted to, and like with a lot of like advertisements from like Etnies and Airwalk and Burton and all these name brands for like clothing or equipment. And it also had like I did not use this too very much, but an online aspect. I think you could like play against friends, local co-op, whatever. Um, but I remember kind of just like booting it up and just going down the mountain and it having just such a chill vibe
Yeah.
to it. Like you obviously can play it quite competitively and get on leaderboards and link your tricks up and get ridiculous scores. Um, but just the aesthetic feel of it was very nice, like nighttime levels and like seeing the lit up ski lodge at the bottom of the mountain that you were like ultimately going to go to. But like just listening to the, and it's actually another thing too is like the original Xbox started introducing where if you put music on your console, you could play it in game.
Mm-hmm.
I think even GTA 3 had that.
Oh, cool.
On the radio. You can put in your own music from your console into the game and like listen to it. Which now, of course, we have Sony or not Sony, Spotify to like basically just play what you want to while you're playing any game if you don't like the soundtrack for it. But me and my brother had a great time playing that game. I think it. I can't. It probably hasn't aged very well graphically either. But back in the day, I thought most things looked incredible.
Oh yeah, we all did.
so yeah,
Yeah.
Amped too. There was a third one too that really was quite silly compared to the other. I wouldn't say they were like snowboarding simulators, but the third one took a hard like arcade SSX tricky vibe to it. And it was fun too. I think I probably beat it. I can't remember, but the second one specifically is the one that resonated with me.
Hey, don't show an SSS tricky where you can play as Mario and Luigi in weird human forms on the GameCube.
You're like, oh, their legs are too long. No,
Yeah, what the hell? No, something about snowboarding games are really like you said, chill vibes. Like they're just really fun to just play. I love snowboarding games. I think they're
there's
very
a part of
underrated.
it too that makes me think of like the old Mario's, where once you progress a certain amount in the level, you can't go back.
Mm,
And same thing with the mountain. It is one direction. Like if you missed a jump that you wanted to hit, well, you can start over and do it,
yeah,
but you can work your way back up it
right.
naturally. So, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. For my last underrated game, I'm gonna go with Dishonored 2.
Ooh.
I feel like everybody loves the first Dishonored, which it is a goated game, but people really sleep on Dishonored 2. I don't know if they don't like the more island vibes of some of the first area and stuff, but I feel like it's just Dishonored but more. You get more abilities.
More dishonorable.
Yeah, it's incredibly
Why?
dishonorable. You're the most dishonorable you've ever been. You get more abilities. You can switch. You can still play as what's his name? Corvo.
Corvo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can still play as Corvo. You can play as his daughter if you want to instead. Um, it's really fun. I really love that game. It's longer than Dishonored, which was a lot of people have issues with Dishonored being so short. It's longer than Dishonored. It has more abilities. It has I don't know, better pacing. Some of the levels I think are even better than Dishonored. I just think it's a really slept on game, and it absolutely deserves more attention. Dishonored 2 is a fantastic game, and I would even call it a 10 out of 10 game. I really enjoyed Dishonored 2. I think it's a nearly perfect game for what it's going for. It's just been overlooked and overshadowed by the first game, for sure. What about yourself, Brett?
Wrapping up my list, I have a funny one just for what it is. I'd like to shout out Maneater from Tripwire Interactive. This released in 2020.
Yes.
Do you like being a shark? You like getting revenge on people who attacked your family? Well, this is the game for you. You start as a little shark and you become a big shark. You're going around different levels, you're eating fish, you're gaining mutations to get even stronger, and yes, you're rebelling against humans who are being assholes to the environment. I didn't think I would have as much fun as I did with this game, but it's a magical time. There's not much more as a selling point, because like I said, you're a shark, you're fishing around, and you're eating people.
Yeah, I was like,
The
I
end.
don't think you're even dumbing it down. I bet you that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, great time.
What about yourself, Justin?
I really can't understate how great Wind Waker is. Like, it's just so good. Like, it's even loved in the community. It's like beloved game by Zelda fans in general. But like, I think it stands out even outside of that its genre with its world building and art style. I kind of in the like not exactly the same, but like how we were talking before about like narratively bold choice with like Last of Us and characters and stuff. Well, I think in an age, it's not so out of step for Nintendo, but for a while there, realism was really being pushed in video game like graphics, like as like it just needs to be real.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, what was the predecessor to Wind Waker? Was it?
I think it was Majora's Mask. I think it went from Majora's Mask to Wind Waker.
Okay, so like obviously a graphical leap still, even so, but I'd argue I think I remember hearing like some backlash for like its cell shaded art style
Oh
being
yeah.
like everyone's like, no, you gotta be gritty or real, which I guess of course they kind of took into consideration with like Twilight Princess. But I felt like it had like a really good soul to the game. It scratched an itch for like the exploration and the art style. I think the music is fantastic. It has like really memorable characters in it.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's just so good. It's a long game too. I feel like. I mean, I guess
It
like
is.
you probably can like cheese through some things that you weren't meant to. But I
You
remember
could
like
golden path it, yeah, but
I remember like thinking I was kind of getting close towards the end because I think you like find the Triforce and they're like, I'm gonna break it in 9 pieces and throw it around the world. Like, yeah, go get. I'm like, oh, okay, like, all right. I'm not even mad about it. Cool. So yeah.
yeah, I bought a Wii U with Wind Waker HD Special Edition. And you know what? It was worth having a Wii U just to play that game. It was that incredible. I loved the Wind Waker HD.
I've wanted to replay it for a while, and remember like reading up on like because I have a Switch, and of course it's not on that; it's on Switch too. And I'm trying to like stop myself from buying consoles for a game.
Yeah,
Because for a while my Switch was a Super Smash Brothers machine.
mine still is, honestly.
Yeah. So I'm trying to stop myself from like just getting it for that game because I'm sure there's other things I would play on there. Like I know I don't know how good it is, but like this new Metroid, there's Mario Kart, there's
Hades 2. Sorry, what?
Huh?
I'm joking. Hades 2.
Oh, who showed me that trailer the other day?
Someone cool.
Yeah.
If you haven't tried Hades, Justin, real nice.
Okay.
But you can play that on PlayStation 2. Hades 2 just right now, Switch exclusive and PC.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was great. That was our 3 overrated and underrated games. Thank you for watching that. A lot of great gems there. But
I
as
am just
always,
realizing that I had a Zelda game in each category.
yeah, true.
Hmm.
Well, you'll probably have a lot of Zelda games in this category because we always ask our guests a series of questions when they're on. And Brett, if it's okay with you, I'll start with my 3, actually 4 questions this time.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm gonna start with my favorite question. I ask every guest this question, and I've asked my mother this question. So, uh, The Devil Went Down to Georgia or Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny. If the devil came to you and you had to play a video game for your soul, like against the devil, what game would you play to beat the devil?
You asked your mother this question?
I did. Yeah, she said Dr. Mario.
Okay. Have you seen her play that?
Yeah, she's pretty good at Dr.
Uh,
Mario.
is your mother gonna live?
Probably not. She's not that good at Dr. Mario, but she's pretty good. She's not gonna beat the devil, but she's pretty good.
Okay. So something you're really good at?
Yeah, basically, what's the best
What do
video
you
game
have
you're at?
faith in? I didn't have faith in mine, but
Are you asking me or are you asking Brett?
no, he's
I'm
asking you.
asking
I
you.
answered this
He's
before.
asking me. Okay, if I had to play against Satan the devil,
Yeah, Beelzebub.
it's something I feel like I could beat him at. A game that I'm
Yeah,
really good at.
and it can be a single player game if you feel like that. Like you could, speed run it.
I think I peaked at competitive gaming with like Halo 3.
Okay.
I'm really pushing my luck here because I think my KD ratio is like 1.27 or something. 1.2. Like more often than not, I was helpful, but like it wasn't like I could get 2 and go down. No. Yeah, I get that. I think it might be like Halo 3. I play against Satan.
That's pretty good. What are you doing? The energy sword, the brute shot? What are you rocking with?
I really liked shot. There was a game mode, Shoddy Snipers, where yeah, shotguns and snipers. And I will say I've always loved the rhetoric of it. It really prevailed during Halo, but it's in any shooter game where someone's like, "Oh, they're camping with a shotgun." Well, brother, I got some news for you. It's not super useful in the middle of a field, so like, it's not my fault. You ran the corner. They'd be like
Yeah,
getting mad at someone for getting shot wide open with a sniper rifle. Like it has its use. So
right.
I don't think I was very much a spawn or like a camper person with it. I didn't have like a reputation. Have you ever heard of HLG? Because there was MLG, Major League Gaming.
Right. It was Halo
HLG,
League Gaming?
Hidden League Gaming. And the premise, you can look this up on YouTube. It's actually there's like montages for it too. The premise is these people have learned really good spots in the map to like hide.
Oh.
Either using like grenade jumps or weird ledges they can get onto, and they will get a lead on you. Usually the score is like 1-0, like a team of 4 versus 4 or something. And then they hide, and you spend the entire match looking for them, and they are just like hiding somewhere until the clock runs out, and they win the game because they have a higher score than you, and it's quite infuriating. I feel like that's what Satan would do to me because he's a pussy and he can't beat me 1v1. But
You can't. Yeah, 1v1 me. Yeah. That's great. Um, what is the first video game you remember playing?
probably Super Mario.
Yeah, that was mine too.
It's either that or Duck Hunt because I think they came together,
They did, yeah.
and we were little pieces of shit and put the light gun up to the screen.
Yeah.
That dog, like, man, it really grinded your gears. I didn't realize how mad I could get as a kid. I think that was like unprocessed rage.
Well, I know now to play as the Duck Hunt dog against you in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Just get under your skin.
Trigger.
But we did have it. We had a Game Boy when I was younger too, and we had Mario on there, and we had Tetris. But I don't know. I feel like my grandmother's house, we had a Nintendo Entertainment System. That's where I played first, I believe. We had a PC at home too that I did play some like games growing up on, but that still like Commander Keen and like Flash games when they were starting to come out. But I'm pretty sure Super Mario was the first one.
Yeah, I think that was both of our first games too. I think that's a lot of people's first games, at least in our age range, is Super Mario Brothers. Great first game to have because it just teaches you all the lessons you need to learn about video games.
Mm.
What's your fondest gaming memory?
Probably the first Halo because someone in our congregation of good Christian men said, "Hey, I want to come over and play this game that involves shooting each other." No, but someone in our congregation wanted to get like a LAN party together, and I mean, he probably had 2 TVs at least, maybe 3, but people were like bringing over televisions and like their consoles and their controllers, and we had like a 16-player session with like everyone in the same house, and I feel sorry for his wife. I'm sure we were. I mean, I don't know. No one was like dropping like harsh language or anything, but we're still just like a bunch of like young, obnoxious people screaming at each other in other rooms. But I was, if not, I think I was the youngest one there.
Mm.
But I played before a lot of them had, and so I feel like I was genuinely just better at a lot of them in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And people were vying for me to be on their team, and that felt really good as a kid.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, I want Justin on my team because he's really good at X, Y, or Z, whatever. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't know how old I was, but when did Halo come out? 99, 2000, 2003, something. So
Let me see. It came out, 2001.
okay, so I was 12 or 13. I guess I wasn't that young. I wasn't like getting my dick kicked in by like 7-year-olds in Fortnite lobby. Like
Right.
that wasn't that. Yeah. So I think that's it. Like we've had a lot of fun over the years playing different games, but I think that's it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. My last question to you is what do you think about No Man's Sky being awarded the best ongoing game in the Game Awards? And what is your favorite part of No Man's Sky? Because I know you're a big No Man's Sky fan.
Oh, that's why you asked this question? That feels
Yeah.
I thought it was random. Oh wow. I'm really glad that they did get that award. I think it's been deserved for a minute now. They are quite a small team at Hello Games. They've actually released a game I haven't played yet. It was like Last Campfire or something.
Okay. Yep.
Mm.
Which I think is probably like a few people like diverting off and doing like another project while most people are working on this. So like obviously No Man's Sky released to like some controversy and like was like very overhyped by admittedly the lead project design Sean Murray. And I think he would admit that now, honestly, quite a bit. I still enjoyed the game in the state it released in. It was admittedly not as cinematic as the trailers made it feel. Like, because like they're showing like these worlds that are like very tropical and like huge dinosaur creatures, and you're like water's blue and things are running around on their own, and then like the system that you start in is like 6 rocks on a planet, and you're like very like brown and gray and uninteresting, and you're like dying immediately because like it's too hot or something. So like not the quintessential gaming experience that you wanted to get into, but I feel like they've introduced a ton of systems that were either promised at launch to have and it didn't have it, or has just been something that's been like clamored by the community in general. So like they've had, I think it's like 15 updates at this point, all free.
Yeah.
Which is fairly unheard of in a world with like microtransactions and like paid DLCs. There's been vehicles introduced for you to traverse. There's been like base building that honestly it was a big aspect to a lot of people, like feeling like you can have a place to like stationarily call your home. There's like pets in the game. They've done like graphical overhauls. There was ship building that was introduced in like a really interesting way because there's like a community that was ship hunters and would like specifically go and like look for certain types of ships. So it was like a really weird balance of like not upsetting that community by letting people build their own. You have to like find the parts for it and have the units and the nanites or whatever in-game currency for it to do. They made online play available. I think that was something they said they would have at the beginning that did not. And that's a thing you can do. There's like an anomaly hub you can run like bounty missions out of. The newest one they've done is it was they have expeditions that release like every few months, and it's like community based like missions that you all do and like unlock things. So like aesthetics for your character or like your base, you can have like new building parts. The Normandy is one of the ships you can have in your armada now.
Oh, that's sick.
I think you can't like board it or something, which sucks in a way, but whatever. And the newest one is Corvette building. So like you can build your own ship that you can like walk around on. Basically, it's like modular building of your ship. So like kind of like a la Millennium Falcon or Ebon Hawk from Star Wars. So like people are building like a ton of things that have been like sci-fi media. So like the Enterprise or the Borg ships. Like no, and people are really creative. Nokia cell phones or Thomas the Train flying in space, and it's like haunting, but really interesting. So, and I think they've even admitted like the next game they're working on is Light No Fire, which is also procedurally generated like this game, but focuses on one planet instead, like an Earth-sized planet for you to explore, and it's a fantasy aspect instead of a science fiction one.
Mm-hmm.
And they're using No Man's Sky as kind of like a testing ground for a lot of systems. So like you can kind of see like they did like a fishing update that will likely showcase in the next game as well. And like the water physics were greatly improved and like very, very deep oceans where it's like black at the bottom. Things that you can like see like, okay, this seems like it's going to be introduced in the next game. And they're like, kind of testing how this works here. So they've been almost frustratingly tight-lipped about that game, and everyone's a lot of hopium getting snuffed. But I think it's because they were so worried about how they presented the first time around with their game, is that they don't want to over-promise and under-deliver again. But that game has me super excited still. So, but no, I think I think that No Man's Sky has like really showcased. And I don't know, like it's a really long time that they've been doing service for this game. I think it launched in 2016, so we're coming up on 10 years.
Yeah,
of them putting work into it and listening to player feedback. And there's like even this newest one launched with quite a few hiccups in it and some bugs, but they're pretty quick about working on it. And I feel like if you like, often I don't pop on there until like a week later, maybe, where a lot of patches have gone out.
right.
And I kind of forgive it too because it's such a small team. I know like it's really annoying to like get a AAA game and there's a day one patch. And like you had to have had people playtest this before. Like we're not your guinea pigs for this. So, but I like again, I forgive it a little bit more for an indie game. So I think they're doing great. Like I definitely go through periods of like popping on there and playing around with it and having fun with it because there's a lot of different ways to play. And like to your point with another game, which one were we talking? Oh, Minecraft. Well, there is a story for this one. And people can feel definitely like, well, I'm done with that. Now what? There's a lot of different ways to play. There's like economy manipulation. There's base building. There's ship building. There's piracy in general. You can just like be a menace to people. And a lot of ways to make money. And there's like in-game content where you have so much money and people are like, it's a pretty wholesome community too. I mean, I'm sure you can find grifters like anywhere else, but people are like gifting things on the in the social hub to people who are like helping them find things and like do activities with them. Like it is really nice to see that level of like community in gaming still. So um, there's some systems that are kind of shallow, like combat's not like the point of the game, but at the same time, if you've kind of wish that there was like deeper elements to it. Um, some of the controls can be a little floaty here and there, and like space combat can be a little iffy to me. But I think it scratches a lot of itches for people. Like it's basically like a screensaver builder game. Like you can like take a lot of excellent like screenshots in it.
Yeah.
It's I mean, some planets don't like. I think it's they're. I'm surprised sometimes. Like I almost feel like they're getting to the end of what they can possibly do with like a certain engine. When it released on the Switch, I don't know how they did that. Like I'm expecting smoke to come out of my Switch when I'm playing it, but it has like cross save. So like when we traveled to Japan, I played
Oh, very
my
cool.
Switch version of my same save, and could like port it back again to my PlayStation when I got back home. Um,
That's cool.
but yeah, so like I think it does pretty well graphically, and like they're when you look at the patch notes at things that they're trying to do with their systems for like water physics and like I don't guess it has like ray tracing, but they're using pretty sophisticated tech in really creative ways that can help it like on older system like hardware too.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I respect them a lot for a gaming software company. And I mean, they always say that they have so much more they want to keep doing. So like, I don't know if there's an end in sight. Like a big thing in their community is the number 16 because of the game, and they are approaching the 16th update, and so like there's speculation that that could be the last one. But at the same time, like I don't know, just the way they present it and how they say they have so many more ideas, I feel like that game has like a bright future to keep going forward. Um, it is obviously like they're trying to like balance this game that's really done well, and uh, people have been quite happy with them, with also a new project that they're trying to work on because they have quite a small team. So it's a little frustrating, but I don't know. I don't feel like they're sellouts or anything either. People are like begging to pay money for their DLC because they want to show their appreciation, and there's not a lot. There's not even a ton of merch for it, like shirts or knickknacks on their website. So people have like bought the game on like every possible platform they can just to show support for them. So no, it may not be a game for everybody, but like for someone who really is into like sci-fi, it's been a great thing. I can just like pop on and just kind of doodle around on, have a really good time with it. So
Yeah, I feel like it is like the premier space game at the moment, like space exploration game. Like I remember when I was playing Starfield and I was just like, No Man's Sky did this better.
yeah,
In
I
a lot
remember
of
when that came
aspects.
out. I was thinking that too. I'm like, oh, here's some competition, which I think graphically probably is better, Starfield. Um, but people were like, I think I've heard it being called the walking simulator.
Yeah.
There's a lot of walking in it.
I called it the loading screen simulator earlier.
Mm,
Because every time you want to go to a planet, you have to go through like 3 or 4 gosh darn loading screens.
mm,
And Starfield does not sorry, No Man's Sky does not have that
mm,
at all. So it's pretty great and seamless. So yeah, I'm really glad you enjoy that game.
mm-hmm.
Uh Brett, you have some rapid fire questions for
Yeah,
me?
I'll try and do mine fast here. Justin, who is your favorite antagonist in games?
The in games part is fun.
Well,
Okay,
sorry, just to be clear, I don't know.
father. Um, you mean like kind of like a guy you love to hate,
Could be. Who's your favorite bad
or
guy?
Yeah, could
gal?
be.
Yeah, bad guy, bad gal, bad
Or could just be the
binary
worst
pal.
character. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
No, no, no. I just.
Oh, okay. Good. It's good. That's good. I feel like Ganondorf in
Yeah.
Wind Waker explored explored his character development a little bit more than normal. So like most games of like he's the only male born from like the Gerudo tribe in a certain amount of time, and he just like lusts for power and has like the power, the Triforce of power. But Wind Waker kind of explores more of his dynamic of like why he's so mad.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute since I played that one, and I can't remember a ton of like the scenes and interactions for it, but also I know that you kill him in the best way in that game. Like,
Oh, it's so cool.
oh yeah, like yeah, just the sword through the forehead, like just yeah. I remember, and it's like pouring rain, I think too, because like all of them have like fairly epic. Like I think Ocarina of Time, you're on top of the castle and it's kind of fiery, and then maybe Twilight Princess, you're like in a field of fire, I believe, fighting him.
Yeah, and Zelda comes to help you.
Yeah, and then Breath of the Wild like is quite large, and you're like on a horseback shooting light arrows at him and stuff. But I think I remember like the pouring rain, and like he has like so like in the Smash Brothers games, for and I think in the not Ultimate, the one before that, I think he would show his sword off only as a taunt,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, correct.
and then in Ultimate you can use it for like smash attacks.
Yeah,
But he has like an iconic sword in that one, and it's different than the one he has in. I think he's dueling like two Itachi swords or something,
hmm
and it's kind of more of an anime, Japanese inspired. Same, even with his like costume, it looks kind of more like a robish aesthetic to him.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that boss fight being like super hype when I played it, and like I think I might have stood up and cheered when I killed him.
Nice.
Yeah, I think him.
What is a game you thought you wouldn't like but loved?
Mm,
If any.
oh my, yeah, I don't know. A game I thought I would not like, but I did really like it.
Or maybe something that just caught you off
There's
guard.
definitely games that I liked more than I don't know, like Celeste that I played.
Mm-hmm.
I I think I went into it like already like wanting to like it because of its aesthetic, and I'm like, and I think I heard the soundtrack for it, and I'm like, okay, I think I'll like this. But I wasn't ready for how much I would like it. I obviously I didn't get into like the speed running community where hyper um attuned to like the competitive nature. Like there's so many things in that game I probably didn't explore that I did, but I really like the story for it, and like again, like it made me feel like a kid again. I think is what I really liked about it more than I even thought I would. And it was punishing in a way that I somehow didn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember, God, you were here watching me play it and laughing at my expense at like. I think it's like fairly gratuitous with its checkpoints here and there, and then sometimes you go through a pretty big sequence and then die at the very end of it, and you're like, oh, I have to go through this whole thing again. But like this feeling of accomplishment when you beat it was fantastic. That I hadn't really played a game like that in a really long time, so I didn't know what to expect from it, but I did enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would.
Very cool. And shout
I've gone back and played through it a couple of times now.
Oh, really? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah, shout out to Maddie. She just won a indie game award recently, so congrats to her.
Nice. Yeah.
Justin, who's the most annoying character in video games?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
What?
Sonic the Hedgehog is my answer, and I stick by it. I hate Sonic, but
Well, first of all, if you're gonna do Sonic, you have to do Annie from Sonic, right? Isn't that her name? Like his girlfriend?
Amy with her hammer.
Amy.
With her hammer, or Big the cat, or whatever the hell.
Oh, Big the
happened
cat's the
to her.
homie. I don't understand.
What are they doing? Those are weird. Those are weird. He's like, what? Looking for his frog?
I have no idea. He looks cool. He looks chill. I never played it.
I think I'm gonna use the semantics of annoying like very literally.
Yeah.
Navi from Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Incessant like it to a point where it's almost endearing. Like I almost want to do a Comic-Con where someone's just doing that the whole time to me.
I'm sure there
Like,
has been.
but I remember because there's a graphic. Honestly, a shirt I really wanted for a while. I don't know if I would wear it in public because it's like slightly gory, but and it's a niche thing that I think we would all understand. But it's literally just a panning of Link with Navi in his hand, like in blood oozing down, and it says "No, you listen." Like instantly recognizable from anybody who's like frustrated with something, and she's just like chattering in the background about doing it this way with very few dialogue lines. I don't know. Yeah.
What's the best story you've experienced in games?
Wow, that's kind of difficult. I'll mention a few just because I feel like they deserve to be mentioned.
Please.
Like I really like the story of like Last of Us. I really like the story of I admit I probably would like the old ones. I just never really played them. The newer God of Wars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I think Halo has really good lore.
Yeah.
Like from its like novelizations and I think just the games in general. Um, it's not really showcased in I don't know. I didn't love how they did it in the games because it was in this format of grimoire with Destiny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a fantastic streamer called My Name is Bife, who I've watched a 10-hour YouTube video of him describing all the events like so far up to like in Destiny 2, I believe.
Oh, okay, cool.
But the lore of Destiny is very cool and very deep. Like talking especially with the Hive.
Yep.
And their origins and I haven't played it in so long now. Like I did used to play it for a while. It's obviously more grinding than Tony Hawk.
Yep.
But again, like it's not a lot of that's not explained in the game explicitly, like in cutscenes or anything. It's like you have to like go online to read about it basically. But it has I don't know if either of you know the lore of Destiny.
I do not know.
Played both the stories, but that was it.
Okay. It's really cool. I if there's like a wiki, I don't know if I happen to find like a good video that explains it in like 10 or 15 minutes about what's going on, I'll send it to you because like I do think it's a very rich storytelling and it takes place over like eons. Like it's kind of like Dune levels of like time frame that are going on. Honestly way more than Dune. I think it's like millennia, millions of years or whatever. So I think it might be Destiny. Like I remember like exactly like I enjoyed the games enough, especially when they first came out. I mean anything that lets me shoot above an arrow, pretty happy with.
Yeah.
but I think a friend of mine, Rodrigo, had some time on his hand and looked up into some things, and he's like, "Yo, you should check this out." And so I did, and he was right. Like, yeah, I thought it was really cool. And I don't know if I mentioned Mass Effect. I think it has a really good lore as well.
Yeah, cool.
For sci-fi, like its story and its world. Yeah,
it's overrated. No, I'm kidding.
That was my list. Stay in your lane. And my last question for you. Perhaps we already know the answer, but what was your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time. I think it might be The Last of Us 2, Part 2. I
Really?
was furloughed from work for a while because of COVID, and so I had the time to like play it right after it came out. And I played I was kind of like you in the sense of, I don't know if I just didn't know any story elements for it. I did not play the first one when it first came out. Like I was years late on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played it on the recommendation of a friend who never played it. Like he's like, you should try this. And then like I asked him later on, I'm like, oh, do you remember so and so? He's like, oh, I never actually played it.
Okay.
Like, oh, well, you should because it was fantastic, like recommendation.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, he still has not played it. It's Rodrigo.
Gotcha.
So, and I don't know if he's played the second. I guess he hasn't played the second one either. But so I don't know what the window was between me playing the first one and being it, and then the second one coming out and being available was. But um, I don't know. I think it had excellent pacing. I think it had like obviously a dark tone that I really enjoyed. It had a bow and arrow in it. Uh, and I feel like I don't know. I think they did a really good job with like just characters in general, like believable things and motivations for people. Had a really good human element to it. Was bold again with this, like its uh, direction narratively, and I think it had like not open world, but like kind of did this really good job of like taking you where you needed to go without making you feel like you're being fed down a certain way.
100%.
Like you want to go to the place that it's telling you should go, basically. Obviously, like I think it's a gorgeous game. Like it's one of the best looking games I played. Yeah, and I remember like finishing it and just kind of sitting there. I think I felt very raw after finishing
Right.
it
Mm-hmm.
for a minute, and I'm like, this was so good. I don't want to play it again anytime soon
Mm-hmm.
because like I just don't like I had like a hole in me, kind of like how I felt. Uh, I know, like I guess I played factions very little bit on the first one, and they were talking about making it for the second one, and it just did not happen.
So
Right.
it was going
Factions
to,
is fun.
because they were going to make it for the second one, and then they're like, oh, this is too big. We're going to make it its own thing. And then Factions was being worked on, and eventually got canceled. But yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I think it had like fantastic like musical score. Yeah, just the whole setting and like the world building there was really good. I enjoyed it. I think it played very well. Like the controls, it was tight. Like it was like I think I would call it very polished
Mm-hmm.
game. Like they did a good job with it. So I don't know if I have an opinion on. I think some people were like, "Oh, the first game could have been like a standalone, like unnecessary to
Oh, sure.
have a sequel to it." And then kind of the same thing again. They're like, "Oh, it's done. Like we don't need to see like the story arc has been played out with this character. Like Ellie has like come full circle with like seeing like violence, the cycles of violence, and um, but I'm sure they could create a third one, and I would.
Yeah, I think I'm on a similar boat with you where I'm like, if that's it, I'm happy. I can't
Mhm.
remember if Neil said he's working on a part 3. I think there's at least
He's
drafts, but yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's vague mentions of like I have ideas for the third one, but I don't know if I'm gonna work on it because the same thing, the same way. Like I don't know if you watched the series on TV, HBO.
I watched the first
Yes.
season, loved it. I started the second, but I need to get back to it.
There's behind the scenes on that as well, like on the HBO series, and then I listened to like the podcast series for it as well.
Uh-huh.
And it has Neil Druckmann, Craig Mazin, and Troy Baker. He's the host, like talking with them, and they kind of more like it's usually more like here's why we did what we did in this series. We didn't change anything because we think it translated very well, or we changed it because in the game it's very realistic for you to like always have something to shoot at, where in the real life you would not be doing that. Like it translates differently from like gameplay to like uh, the show.
Sure.
But I
Right.
feel like they kind of touch very loosely on like the ideas of it being a third one, but there's nothing so concrete that has landed very hard. So
Mhm.
it took I don't know there was quite a bit of time between the first and second game
Yes.
in development. So I mean at this point like they could be working on it and it would be in either early or mid stage development or something, depending on how ambitious they are with its size and what they're trying to do with it. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
Yeah,
I have
there
no idea.
was a long time in between the first and second one. Such a long time that I had gotten rid of any PlayStation platform by the time the second one came out, so I wasn't able to play it.
Mm.
Um, So I definitely, with your saying that it's your favorite game of all time, I've got to play it now. Like
So you
I've
have
just
played
pulled it up on Steam.
the first one.
Yeah, I played the first one. Absolutely loved it. I love the
Do you think you
gameplay. I love the
remember? You
story.
think you remember what happens?
Oh, I remember what happens to a T. Yeah.
Okay. And have you had spoilers for a ton of the
All I
second?
know is that Joel kind of he goes away, but that's all I know.
He goes golfing.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I know is Joel goes away and that I don't trust mushrooms anymore and I will never eat mushrooms again because they scare me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be interested to see, like you said, the progress of a third if there is a third. And I'm wondering how Intergalactic comes into play with that too. How much of the dev team's working on that if they're able to split it. Because you had the whole faction team, and now they're not working on factions. What are they focused on? So let's see.
Yeah.
Does Intergalactic have a release?
Not
No.
yet. I think we just got a teaser, not this Game Awards, but the past Game Awards.
Yeah. I think they're like wish list it.
Sure. Yeah. There's speculation. I don't know. There's no date, but people are like, maybe it's a PS6 title, and I'm like, you shut your mouth. I don't need that right now.
PS7.
Yeah. Ugh.
I would personally not be surprised if it was a 2027 release,
Sure.
Yeah.
but who knows?
Well, thank you very much, Justin, for being on this elongated episode. We really appreciate it. And thank you all for listening to Relatively Gaming, our holiday episode in between Christmas and New Year's. Please follow and do all the social things underneath. And if you comment something, if you comment a topic or something, we'll probably talk about it on the podcast. So thank you all for listening, and bye-bye. Thank you, Enigma, and thank you, Justin, and bye-bye.
Game of the year next
Appreciate
year.
y'all.
Next week, not year.
Well, almost.
Almost.
Almost.